Just need to watch where I'm walking here. It's our first stop this morning. We're back for our appointment at Isa. And Brian's just getting some fish netted up here before we go in and have a look at the Toyoi. The fish house we're in used to be one of the main ones we'd have bought out. I haven't bought out a bigger fish. I haven't bought any big fish now from Isa in maybe 10 years or more. The prices of the Nisei and stuff just got way above most of my customers' budgets, but these fish are pretty tasty. I'll just flick this round, let you see what we're doing. Yeah, so these are all actually male fish. Brian's a customer that's been after a few nice male fish. I presume they're going to be doing a bit of breeding. There's Ryan looking happy as ever. Logan. Yeah. It'd be pretty hard to tell that these were male, going by the body shape. I think these are probably Sansai, and a lot of the bodies in the fish just like you'd swear they were female. I don't know if you can see how well that comes out, that big kohaku at the back there coming through now. That's massive for a male. Just walk around here and have a look at this. I think most of these tanks have been drained out now for the some nicer small Nisei in here. I think these ones were either Azakari fish or stuff that's being held for an auction or an event of some kind, but there's not a whole lot of fish left in here now. Still some very nice stuff though. Yeah, these are the ponds that I used to be able to afford to buy out of. But even the cheapest Nisei now are just crazy money. Well, for the quality anyway. And then once you get up into stuff that's of good quality here, it gets silly numbers. On with a few tanchos in it here. There's one that obviously was a tancho at some stage. It's lost its spot. Yeah, so once these guys are finished over here picking their fish up, I think we're going to go over and have a look at hand picking some Isa Toyoi. This one's been completely drained now for cleaning. I don't know whether they'll repaint this. You can see here a bit of damage to the concrete and stuff. Yeah, that'll be just drained, cleaned out, power washed, and then maybe repainted and then refilled for. I don't know whether they keep any Toyoi in here or they grow any fish indoors over the summer. But I'll probably stay empty that other pond now until the autumn harvest. I'm just over now at the Toyoi fish house. trying to work out what's for sale and what's not. It's never a quick process, this. There's usually a lot of back and forwards to try and get them to sell you some stuff. I'm sure we'll get to pick something anyway, but just pick this round. These are all Toyoi ponds here, there's Kohaku in these ones. I'm pretty sure, I think he said he wouldn't sell any of his Kohaku. These are all sold fish. They're all just different grades of koi, separated out by their quality or possibly even by the parents. Every tank's labelled up and shows you what they're feeding per day, how many fish are in the tanks, and how much water's in each tank. Massive backy showers on these. These ponds actually have larger fish in it. There's the one here, Brian bought a couple of fish out of here in the autumn. I think they're actually maybe even still in here in this pond. I think this will be one of the ponds that we're getting the pick out of. Or maybe this one. Slightly bigger stuff. Just need to see what the price is going to be like. You can see the sort of flow rates they're putting through these showers. It's only a plastic media in there by the looks of it. I think the crashing of the water is probably more important than the media in these. Well, that's the joys of trying to buy fish in Japan. You're just getting the prices for the Toyoi and probably a bit too much at the minute. We have appointments at Dainichi and Terrazzo later today. So we'll wait and see what we can get there before we'll maybe come back here and just pick these ones. But at the minute I think they're probably a bit too expensive. By the time you add the shipping and stuff on them, it just pushes the price up a bit too high. So on to the next place, unfortunately. Yeah, so we've just come up to Isa's top house. It's the older fish house now that it's still used, but there's never any staff up here, so generally you wouldn't be up here unless the staff bring you up or you have an appointment to come up and view some of the fish here. But I think Brian's a few fish to look at up here, so yeah, just come up for a nosy around and see what's here. I'm sure there'll be some nice stuff up in here.
Hey guys, everybody.
There's Brian from Fitzpitch Spawns.
I just want to let you guys know that Mark is the best koi dealer in Ireland. Wait, Mark, are you the only koi dealer in Ireland?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, guys. Mark is also my favorite Irish koi dealer.
Yeah.
And the best YouTuber.
Oh yeah, thanks very much, Ryan.
Got some tips for you later.
Yeah, what were you told Evo, and the next thing you know, we got 1 million views.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a meeting with Evo later on today to sit down and discuss his channel with him, how we're going to improve it.
Right, can I see that video?
Which one? Oh, you didn't see it?
It just gets soaked. Sorry. Yeah, lots of big fish in here. Stuff in here is probably 85 to 95 cm. There's even a big chago in the bottom there, it's probably over a metre. Yeah. Up the back pond in the corner there, we used to keep sansai in it when we first started coming out here. We bought a few fish out of that corner pond on the first couple of trips, and then as the breeders got more and more popular, a lot more show success and stuff like that, supply and demand kicked in and the prices just started going through the roof. We haven't really been able to buy too much here in the last few years, certainly in the bigger sizes anyway. Yeah, so just remember to bought some polarizing filters for this. So I'm just going to switch this around and give it a try and see if it makes any difference. It certainly helps a bit anyway. Just try a few different. That's pretty good at that, I think. Just back now on our daily stop off at Marudo. Just waiting on the breeder coming back. I think he's out at one of the other fish houses. I'm just up here now at the sort of famous round pond. It's just scary to even think about the amount of money that's in this pond. All these fish sort of 80, 90 cm, right up to probably close to a metre. There must be easily a few £1,000,000 worth of koi in this one pond alone. Anytime we drop in here, just nice to come up and sit and have a look at it. It's probably the most videoed and photographed pond in the Garda. And something we've seen here, as I say, on a daily basis, but you just never get bored coming up and having a look through this pond. There's pretty much every type of koi going is in this pond. You could quite easily sit here for a couple of hours just staring into the pond, wishing I had the money to buy stuff like this. Yeah, weather's taking a bit of a bad turn today, absolutely hammering it down with rain. No snow yet, thankfully, but I think they're forecast quite a lot of snow over the next couple of days, so hopefully it's not too bad and we can still get up around the mountains okay. I just finished lunch there now up in Shintaro's house, and come down to meet Marusei at one of his other fish houses. It's a very old fish house that I haven't been to this fish house probably in about 15 years. It used to be owned by Jinbei, who no longer breeds. So as Marusei just keeps some of his larger stuff in here. I have a photograph here. I'll maybe put it up on the video. It's from, say, I think 2008 it was. That I had a load of customers out with me. I think there's 2 or 3 of them still keep the koi, so I'll just put the photograph up there. And just finished lunch there up at Shintaro's house. We'll come down to this one of Marusei's fish houses. It's one I remember from a long time ago. It used to be owned by Jinbei. He stopped breeding now, and Marusei bought all his fish houses and his mud ponds. We'll just go in here. I think I've actually a photograph from 2008 with some of the customers in here, so I'll maybe post it in the video and see if you recognise any of them. Very nice big Yuki Asagi. Not too often you see them with that size still so white.
No, not stuff.
Normally with that sort of size they've gone darkened right down.
Yeah. 1 in a million. should message Max about this area.
Absolutely stunning. Shiro Tsuri. What size is it? About 80 cm?
83.
Oh, beautiful. Did you ask him if it is old Jinbei bloodline? No. Sumi placement on it's fantastic, isn't it?
It's got half Gucci Benny.
がちょっと汚いんだ。なんかいいかな。横のほらこの線がいいよ。だからねえ。
That is so big and far.
Check the size. She said.
What do you call it?
No, please, Coca-Cola. And then this is the last one we're born. Everything else we got. Is that the Kogane Kabuto. Is that a real name or I just make it up?
ダメだ。まだ止まってない。
Okay.
OK?
Yeah.
いいの？
Oh, you got the spray? Nothing, nothing.
Oh, fucking hell. Jesus Christ, fucking, it put my eye out.
Sorry. It's
Kogane.
Kogane. Sorry, Mark.
I know, it's alright. I'll work around you.
Black diamond.
それじゃないんですね。
全部いくら？全部からわかんない。へそならない。
電卓いります？
Yeah, it's a fish house not many people get to visit. The quality of some of the stuff in there is unbelievable. The breeder won't even boil up half of them. Brian's just filling his boots in there. A lot of stuff up to sort of 80, 85, 90 cm. I think he's just bought about 15 fish in there, something ridiculous. And sold them straight away. It's definitely the way to do business if you can. But yeah, some amazing fish. Sido's going to throw up over your back if you keep that up. Yeah, so we just arrived down at Dainichi's, one of his Toyoi houses. I think Brian and trying to work out a deal here to we get some Toyoi. It'll be interesting to see how this works out. I think there's a load of Nisei as well in here.